Hello, you're tuning in the English News Bulletin on QPVN channel. I'm Chung Nguyễn, and now let me keep you up to date with the headlines. National Conference held to disseminate two-party documents. Historical value of Geneva Agreement in new period. Vietnam's GDP likely to reach nearly 7% this year. On the morning of July the 9th, the Politburo and the Party Central Committee Secretariat held a national conference to introduce Regulation No. 144 on revolutionary ethical standards of cadres and party members in the new period, and the Politburo's Directive No. 35 on the party congresses at all levels leading up to the 14th National Party Congress. Among senior leaders present at the conference were State President Do Lâm, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, National Assembly Chairman Trần Thanh Mẫn, permanent member of the Party Central Committee Secretariat Lương Cường, along with other Politburo members of Secretariat, Party Central Committee members, leaders of ministries, and party secretaries of cities and provinces nationwide. At the conference, head of the Party Central Committee's Commission for Information and Education, Nguyễn Trọng Nghĩa, thoroughly presented and guided the implementation of Regulation No. 144 on revolutionary ethical standards of cadres and party members in the new period. On May the 9th, 2024, on behalf of the Politburo, Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng signed and promulgated Regulation No. 144 on revolutionary ethical standards of cadres and party members in the new period. The Politburo adopts the revolutionary ethical criteria for cadres and party members in the new period with 5 articles. At the conference, head of the Central Organization Commission, Lê Minh Hưng, thoroughly introduced the main content of the Politburo's Directive No. 35 on holding party congresses at all levels leading up to the 14th National Party Congress. Directive 35 is an important document which clearly orients the viewpoints, principles, goals, requirements, and basic contents of the preparations for the party congresses at all levels. In the coming time, party committees, party organizations, ministries, sectors, and localities will continue to thoroughly grasp and widely disseminate the content of Regulation No. 144 and Directive 35, directing and implementing the above documents in accordance with the function, task, and situations of the localities, agencies, and units. Cadres and party members will continue to uphold an exemplary spirit and strictly implement Regulation No. 144 and Directive 35. On the afternoon of the same day, Senior Lieutenant General Nguyễn Tân Cương, Chief of the General Staff and Deputy Defense Minister, Head of the Ministry of National Defense Military Admissions Board, chaired a conference on enrollment to military schools in 2024, following early admission method. The event also saw the attendance of Deputy Heads of the Military Admissions Board of the Ministry of National Defense, Lieutenant General Nguyễn Doãn Anh, Deputy Chief of the General Staff, and Lieutenant General Lê Quang Minh, Vice Chairman of the General Police Department. In military admission in 2024, military academies and schools have well implemented dissemination and career guidance for students, both through direct and online ways, promoting the strengths and positive influence of social media platforms. In addition, the schools have fully provided necessary information while arranging a permanent force to thoroughly answer all questions about admission, while conducting the pre-qualification, handover, and reception of records. The number of students registering for pre-qualification this year increased by over 61% compared to 2023. This year, the Ministry of National Defense Military Admission Board organized 3 admission phases in a strict and serious manner. In particular, the first phase is early admission following 3 models, including direct admission of excellent students winning national and international competitions, admission using results of competency assessment exams organized by Vietnam National University's Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City branches, admission based on high school transcripts, except for the Military Technical Academy and Military Medical University. The conference considered proposals on some specific targets and cases under the model of taking quality as the top priority, encouraging excellent students and talented people nationwide to military schools in the next admission phases. The results of early admission to the military school system will be announced on portals of military schools, the Ministry of National Defense, and the mass media before 5 p.m. on July the 10th. The second admission phase for prioritized subjects and students with excellent high school performance will be announced before July the 25th, and the results of the third admission phase based on the results of high school graduation exam 2024 will be released before 5 p.m. on August the 19th. Both phases will be conducted after the Ministry of Education and Training announces the results of the high school graduation exam on July the 17th. Also on July the 9th, the Military Institute of Social Sciences and Humanities held a seminar on 70 years of signing the Geneva Agreement, historical and contemporary value. The seminar focused on clarifying the lasting historical values and contemporary values of the Geneva Agreement. 70 years have passed. The Geneva Agreement still leaves many valuable lessons for the party, military, and people in the construction and defense of the fatherland, including outstanding discussion contents promoting the lessons of being steadfast in national independence and social ideology, promoting Vietnam's peace-loving spirit, strengthening people's diplomacy, and upholding the importance of spiritual and political factors in safeguarding the homeland in the new context, while fighting distorted views and arguments denying the value of the Geneva Accords and the leadership of the party and President Ho Chi Minh in the Vietnamese Revolution. Before officially entering the 2024 Military Open Volleyball Tournament on the evening of July the 9th in Da Nang City, 15 participating teams attended the welcome gala that were full of emotions, making athletes more comfortable towards the upcoming competition. The night gala brought enjoyable performances showing the beauty and cultural identity of the Vietnamese ethnic groups. The participating teams immersed themselves in the friendliness and cultural connection of the New Rice Celebration Festival of the Ba Na ethnics, the art performances imbued with the Central Highlands colors, the choice singing of Quảng Nam Province, and lively performances about the country and people of the Central region. The event is a great start for the teams participating in the 2024 Military Open Volleyball Tournament, an opportunity for the athletes to exchange and express their love for volleyball. Coming up next, Vietnam continues to be EU's largest pepper supplier. Vietnam's GDP likely to reach nearly 7% this year. Vietnam continues to be the largest pepper supplier in the EU, with a total of more than 11,000 tons of pepper, worth more than $52.46 million, an increase of more than 25% in volume and 32% in value compared to the last same period. Thus, Vietnamese pepper accounts for 61.5% of the region's total imports of this product. In the domestic market, pepper prices are witnessing an increase over the past 4 years. It is forecast that pepper prices will increase sharply in the coming years due to the pressure of a large supply shortage. Vietnam's economy will reach nearly 7% this year. This is a forecast given at a workshop held on July the 9th in Hanoi on Vietnam's economy in the first half and prospects for the whole year by the Central Institute for Economic Management in coordination with the German International Cooperation Organization. Specifically, experts propose 2 growth scenarios from now until the end of the year. In the low scenario, GDP growth is forecast to reach 6.55% in 2024, with the annual average CPI increasing by 4.31%. The higher scenario is that GDP growth is forecast at 6.95%. In case the world economic context has some more positive changes, growth will recover quickly. Investors will increase investment in Southeast Asian countries, including Vietnam. In addition, supply chain will recover, investment in digital and green transformation will increase, and public investment and credit will be dispersed even more. At the workshop, experts discussed solutions to promote economic growth and control inflation in the context of many factors affecting the price level. It emphasizes the effective implementation of newly promulgated laws, improving innovation capacity, adapting to big trends of digital and green transformation, especially improving labor productivity.
Nguồn lực hiện nay thì chúng ta đấy là tiêu dùng.
In the coming time, we'll pay attention to factors related to improving productivity, science, and technology. Businesses must also cooperate to raise economic scale. We must review conditions as well as factors affecting Vietnamese labor productivity. In addition, the report also analyzes the current situation of green finance development and nighttime economic development in large cities in Vietnam. On that basis, many issues need to be addressed, as well as policy recommendations for ministries, authorities, and localities of Vietnam. TripAdvisor has recently announced top 25 most beloved tourist attractions in Asia by its readers. Vietnam's 3 destinations are included in the list. They are Hội An Ancient Town in the central province of Quảng Nam, the War Remnants Museum, and the Củ Chi Tunnels in Ho Chi Minh City. According to details given by TripAdvisor, Hội An Ancient Town ranked 7th among those on the list. TripAdvisor wrote that with scenic boat rides, bicycle rentals, and hand-pulled carts available, there's no shortage of ways to experience this peaceful and captivating destination. The War Remnants Museum on Võ Văn Tần Street in Ho Chi Minh City's District 3 is the 10th on the list. TripAdvisor reveals that with powerful exhibits and informative displays, you'll gain an eye-opening perspective on the emotional impact these events had on countless lives. Founded in 1975, the museum is a must-see site for anyone who wants to know about Vietnam's history. It has more than 20,000 artifacts, images, and documentaries that highlight the atrocities, including war crimes. Lying around 60 kilometers northwest of downtown Ho Chi Minh City, the Củ Chi Tunnel, a symbol of Vietnamese resistance during the Vietnam War, ranks the 14th. TripAdvisor described it as an impressive and immersive adventure, offering historical insights and a deep cultural understanding about the 30-year history of the struggle for national freedom and independence of Vietnam. Tủa Chùa is a highland district in northeastern Điện Biên province that is home to 7 different ethnic groups. Tủa Chùa district has engaged in developing the Tủa Chùa night market as a unique tourism product to preserve and promote the traditional cultural values of local ethnic groups. The night market is not only a place to introduce and promote agricultural products and unique local culture, but it's also an exciting destination for visitors on their journey of discovery and experience in Tủa Chùa. The unique feature of the Tủa Chùa night market is that the traders only sell via live stream. The things sold are primarily agricultural and forest products such as orchids and herbs, which are carried to the night market by Hmong people from all mountainous areas. We sell our products via live stream for all people from north to south, not just Tủa Chùa residents and tourists. Visitors to Tủa Chùa night market can enjoy the lively scene with streaming sellers as well as the northwest culinary space, or they can immerse themselves in the cultural space with art shows presented by public teams in the Tủa Chùa district. All of these creates a lively atmosphere, luring travelers to come and explore. I'm really curious about the night market, but I'm too busy to go. Today I arrived for the first time. I'm extremely impressed with the style of trading here. The Tủa Chùa night market runs every Saturday night. After nearly 2 years of operation, Tủa Chùa night market is not just a location for locals to showcase and promote local products. It also contributes to bringing the unique culture of ethnic minorities to tourists. The night market has evolved into a festival for the Tủa Chùa Highland ethnic group. Tủa Chùa night market has also recently started operations. We intend to continue to improve the exploitation in order to attract tourists. We're now supporting communes with cultural and artistic activities of ethnic minorities in the district so as to attract more tourists. Điện Biên province plans to make Tủa Chùa a national tourism destination by 2030. In addition to the benefits of the natural landscape and ethnic culture, the night markets is one of the highlights that the local government have been progressively developing into a distinctive tourism product for Duchu. As a result, tourism will play an important role in the economic and social development of Duchu district in particular and Yibin province in general. And that's all for now. Remember, you can always watch news again at qpvn.vn. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.